William Optics loaned us this UltraCat 108 review unit. We're excited to see what it can do.
In this video, we unbox the scope and talk about its specs.
In future videos, we will test the scope to see if it lives up to its specs.
William Optics is not sponsoring this video, and they have no say about its contents.
I'm Ren Edwards.
And I'm Boyd Edwards.
Let's talk sensor sensibility.
The UltraCat 108 is the latest and largest addition to the popular William Optics CAT line of telescopes. It's the lion of the line.
Let's have a look at its claws.
So as for claws, it's a 5-element Petzval design. That means you don't have to worry about back focus. It's so convenient. It has some amazing pieces of glass in it. It has a focal length of 518 millimeters, a diameter aperture of 108 millimeters. That's 4 1/4 inches, I believe it is. An f4.8, nice and medium fast. An image circle, this is where this telescope really stands out on the line. The image circles of the lower, the 91, the 71, and the 51 are much smaller than this one. This image circle of 60 millimeters will accommodate a medium format sensor. So that's even bigger than a full frame sensor. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. It has the amazing WIFD focuser and the focus travel of 30 millimeters. That's a lot of travel. So as long as you can get this scope to focus, you're good to go. And that's the amazing thing about the Petzval design. It has a sensor tilt, no flattener required because it's a Petzval. Camera formats, medium, full frame, APS-C, micro Four Thirds, the whole line. And that's pretty much it. It weighs about 17 pounds, so it's a hefty cat. This one, I was amazed by this graph on the website. It's a relative illumination on the vertical axis, so this guy right here, and the distance from the center in millimeters. So 27.5 millimeters, I worked it out, that corresponds to the corner of a medium format sensor. So if you start at the center and you go to the corner of the medium format sensor, you get 27.5 millimeters. And what this shows is that the illumination at that corner of that sensor is like 98% of the illumination of the center.
Almost no vignetting.
Yeah, almost no vignetting at all. It's just flat.
Yeah.
Amazing specs that way. And we also looked at spot diagrams. We're kind of fond of spot diagrams because they're an indication of the quality of the unit. Now, at the end of the day, yeah, you've got to put it under the stars and see how well it does. But those spot diagrams will help us get an idea about how well it will do. So if you have a blue star in the field of view and a red star in the center of the field of view, the red star images on the sensor right in the middle of the sensor. This blue star up here on the top of the field of view images, because the image is inverted, right? Images on the bottom of the sensor. The real trick with refractors, because of chromatic aberration, is trying to get all of the colors of light to focus at the same place on the sensor, independent of where the stars are in the field. It's a huge job, and that's why refractors have so many lens elements.
The trick is getting the wavelengths to meet up right.
Exactly. And so with chromatic aberration, if you have a blue star and a red star that are very near each other, the red and the blue stars might focus at different places,
right.
And those different elements with different indices of refraction lens elements can be used to bring those focuses.
So well-corrected lens will help keep all the colors in the right places.
Yeah. Instead of, I mean, the problem with an uncorrected lens is that you'll get like a red or a blue halo around the star because the red didn't come quite to the same focus at the same place that blue did.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So this is an APS-C size sensor, a full frame sensor, and a medium format sensor. This is one the ZWO sells for about $14,000. So if anybody wants to get a medium format sensor, just send it to us with your compliments, and we'd be very grateful to receive it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look at 4 different points on these sensors. Right at the very center is point A. Point B is near the corner of an APS-C sensor. Point C is at the corner of a full-frame sensor, and point D is that 27.5 millimeter that I worked out for the edge of medium format sensor. And the reason I've made these dots of different sizes is that generally an uncorrected lens won't have a nice small spot in each of these points. The ones in the outside will look like little birdies, or they look elongated, or they look weirdo.
Yeah.
We've been there before. So this is a spot diagram for the UltraCat 108. This is a point A right at the center. So that's what the spot size looks like. And the way that they create these spot diagrams is that they're not measured. They're calculated based on the shapes of all the lens elements. They send out a bunch of light rays from a point, like a point here, right smack dab in the middle of the field of view, and they see where all these rays concentrate on the sensor, and that's what creates that spot. They won't all hit exactly the same spot.
Right.
Yeah, so that's point A. Point B is...
Well, they're calculating it mathematically.
Mathematically. It's all mathematical.
Yeah.
Point B is the calculation for the edge of near the edge of the APS-C sensor. Point C is near the edge of a full-frame sensor, and point D is at the edge of that 27.5 millimeters that we talked about before, at the edge of a medium format sensor. So I took those A, B, and C. I didn't have the D diagrams for the other cats, but I wanted to compare the A, B, and C. So this is the center, the edge of a APS-C sensor, and then the edge of a full-frame sensor, comparing spot diagrams for these 4 telescopes. So the CAT 71 has some pretty big spots, really, but it's actually quite well regarded as a telescope anyway. It's a great scope. The CAT 91 has actually the smallest spots of the whole group here. A little bit smaller than the UltraCat 108, according to and these are the manufacturer's spot diagrams. So, but certainly comparable here, but the CAT 91s are a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And then this is a Takahashi FSQ 106 EDX4, which is considered like the holy grail of telescopes.
The Rolls-Royce.
The Rolls-Royce, or whatever, and the Cadillac, the Ferrari. There's worth $7,000, and the UltraCat is raring in at about $4,000. So it's getting up there. It's still not a Takahashi, but I think you can see that both of these cats do better than the Takahashi according to the spot diagrams.
Right.
So we're not saying that this is necessarily going to be better than your Takahashi. I don't know, but the spot diagrams indicate that it will be.
Well, we'll see. Our mileage may vary.
We will see. Mileage may vary. These little yellow circles are the size of the airy disk. And that's the diffraction limit. That's as good of a spot as you can get. If the optics is diffraction limited, then you can get a spot that's the size of this airy disk. And none of them are quite as small as the airy disk, but they're pretty darn close for the CAT 91 and the 108.
That's the ideal, is getting inside that.
That's where you want to be if you can.
All right, enough talk. Let's open it.
All right, be my guest.
All right.
So we own a CAT 91, and this is a little bit bigger. It's a big brother of it, but certainly has a larger image circle. You lift it up. Okay.
Gotta flip that box over.
It's a hefty.
That's big.
Come on. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
I think that's our welcome.
I'm seeing screws. Oh, I love these little handy
Oh,
tools
so nice.
they give. I just love them. They're so handy. It's like this. Okay, so these are going to be. There's an M68 adapter.
Yeah.
Here's an M54. I think it probably comes with an M48. What's that? Some kind of fitting. Maybe. Oh, look at that.
Maybe it's an adapter. Oh, it is finder scope.
Finder scope.
Was there a finder scope in the 91?
Yeah, it's an introductory special, and this one had an introductory special.
okay.
I didn't actually check it out, but that's a good size finder scope. That's
Yeah.
probably
50?
50. Yeah. Size of a sea star, basically.
This is definitely secure in there.
That is a big scope, dude. Look at that. That's an EAF adapter. Yeah, I think I read about that.
Oh, nice.
So it's, I don't know, I guess it's to help that EAF fit on there a little bit better. And it comes with some instructions. We're gonna, when we put this bad boy together, we've got an EAF we want to stick on there, and we'll check that out. Awesome.
Man, going from the 71 to the 91, I felt like we were getting such a big scope. This is...
Yeah, take a gander at, well, let's get the plastic off of it.
Oh, that is chunky. Holy cow. Let's compare.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, grab the 91 and maybe pull the cap off.
Having technical difficulties.
Nice. Oh, okay, look, this dew shield just extends.
Oh, this one's fixed. Yeah, so if you tilt it up, there's comparison size.
Show them the bad enough mask. Oh, that is a big, big refractor. Here's the lens.
So bad and off mask, if you can see that, it's got the little Y-shaped slits in it.
Yeah, so you can use it for focusing.
Yeah.
So a big, I think this is a Losmandy style plate, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can see this focusing unit here. So smooth, and 30, well there it is, there's the 30 mark.
Look. So it's the lens is pushing the dew cap.
Dew cap out.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So there's a,
Yeah.
man, it really packs up pretty tiny though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's about as short as the 91.
Yeah. So on the, you have two sides of this focuser. That side and then the other side that has a thermometer, I believe, right? It's right here.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
We're just going to replace it with an EF anyways.
Oh, is that
Okay.
rotating now?
It's rotating, but it's really stiff. Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe that's a good thing. So does that lock it down then?
Oh, definitely, yeah. And that's the locking screw.
We are excited to take this on a test run.
Tonight.
Tonight, it's clear, and we got to get it out, get it all set up and under the stars as soon as possible. So thanks so much for watching.
And we'll see you next time.